And good morning, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. I'm back from my 2.4 mile walk. I always like it. People out there, school kids are going to school. And then I have, people walking their dogs. You should walk your dogs more often. And then, I have people, older people, getting outside, exercising. They know me. They say, "Hi, I'm Glenn." I say hi back, and I walk back and forth. And I stop and get a coffee at this place. It's independent, and I always help them out. I bring my own cup. That's the nice thing about having a walker with a seat. There's a little compartment underneath there, so I keep my own cup there. And when I go over there, I don't use a paper cup. Also, I bring my own spoon. I'm glad it was cheap as hell. Now, I have to contact the hospital. It's like I keep telling them, between the insurance and getting procedures done, it takes me about October before anything happens. I know how the system works. I know how people and panel works. Go check out Howie at Food Forest Permaculture. He did a real good live stream. Why Uncle Alan set up the food bank at his church and the food pantry. Food pantry, we give out boxes of food. Food bank, we have our supplies gathered and everything for the church members. This is not a open, all right, open to the public. It's for our church members and certain members of the community. All right, I had to put my foot down. Most places they have a panel. That's the first sign of communism, and they don't have anything to do. If you want to screw up anything, you have a panel to do business, or a panel to do history, or a panel to do warfare. Okay, good example, France and Japan. All right, if you're going to do something, you don't put a panel up. They always screw up everything. It's like a bunch of communists. You know, that plane would fire if we had a steam engine to it. Excuse me? Yeah, if we put an 18-inch gun on a submarine, it'll be great. And then we'll add a steam engine. Excuse me? Okay? I've seen a lot of panels over a history of time screw up things they would not believe. Like the electric car. That was... Okay? Chrysler in the early 90s had an electric car. It worked great. All right? And then all of a sudden a panel took it off. And we're going to go with these fancy exotic batteries. You know what happened? You create more pollution. What Chrysler did in the 90s were the car was good, the frame was good, you didn't have all the problems that we have today's EVs. Okay? Elon Musk knew this and took advantage, but he installed exotics. That's the battery system. All right? And it's going to bite him in the end. China says, oh, we'd do that and we could make it cheaper. When you're in committee and you make things cheaper, it goes really bad. Okay? What happens with panels? You get your own personal bias. You have racism. You have stupidity. All right? This is why I tell people, I don't like panels of medicine. Okay? There's only a few individuals know what they're doing. Especially this one Hungarian doctor, they didn't give his license. And if you read his history and his diaries, everybody called him pesticides. He was the guy who invented the incubator for premature babies. Okay, if you read the history of that and understand that. Remember, all this you see on YouTube and social media is an illusion. I got cracked people over the head with... All right, 95% of you are all brainwashed. I have a file thicker than this mind control, brainwashing, propaganda, and persuasion. I have 6 of them. All right? Uncle Al's been doing this. I'm retired. I'm not doing this anymore. I like to garden. Like yesterday, I cleaned out the garden. I was totally exhausted. I checked my green onions. I checked my fall crops. I don't need to show it on YouTube. See what I did. I'm not a tour bot. A lot of people like, who's Grimjack? Why are you talking about tour bots? It's another time. It's another place. It's another dimension. And once you figure that out, you'll probably be pooing in your pants. Like I told my friend Grimjack, you might be waving a fancy knife or a folder, but a 42-inch razor-sharp rapier or katana, I don't think you're going to be so hot trot or machete. Machetes can't stab. It's a slashing weapon. Get it through your head. Uncle Alan's old, tired, and I did a lot of things. Okay, what I'm going to have for breakfast, we're going to take buttered beans. I like buttered beans. And we're going to use a butter sauce, 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add the butter beans to it. We're adding some black pepper to it, a little bit of nutmeg. It's an old recipe. And that's for my breakfast. I still don't have teeth. Okay, let's see. Remember, normalcy, biasing. All right, a lot of you are still in that. Nostalgia, herd mentality. Like that on YouTube. And if you listen to old Uncle Al and did the Uncle Al's magic money trick, he wouldn't be in this problem. That was 6 years ago. Okay. Just say no to Captain Crazy and crew. Join up Diebulfrog79. Hit the like button. Leave a nice comment. Send money, $2.17. See PayPal below. This is for the food pantry. We're giving out food and diapers and stuff. What we need for the community. All right? I always check it. I check who it is. I check what they are. If they don't reach my standards, I have high standards. Because there are a few people that are con artists and racketeering and trying to get a freeloading and they're not needed. Okay, I reported a few of them to child services. Okay, stop the madness. Keep calm, don't panic, carry on. Save America from 2040. The horrors. All right? Like Howie and me says, you have to teach people how to garden. Also, like Howie, you have to teach people how to process, especially when you're talking about salmon. We know what salmon is in BC. If you don't dry it right, or you dry it too early, or you don't use heat lamps, you get a weird crop. Okay, remember, U.S. and Canada is going to have a hard winter. We know what happens to the U.S. Go look outside. That's why Howie's have to re-rig his tarp. When you do a tarp system, you have your main tarp and your guidelines, and you have a secondary tarp to prevent wind bounce. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Howie and I know this. So we have sometimes, if we're using the tarp as a main structure, we'll use another tarp to keep the wind and rain off of it. A lot of you kids don't know that. Okay, check out SD Mountain Man. Yeah. Allie Carroll, David Lynn, Purple Principal, Harshman Hills, Dad on YouTube. We got to get him back on track. Get back to the mat. Or we practice on hard concrete. Remember, Uncle Alan has to buy a new refrigerator for my nephew. I got mad over this morning and I kind of wrecked the hinges on the refrigerator door. And it's a 2-door refrigerator house and I got to replace it. Uncle Alan doesn't look like it, but I'm damn strong. If I could rip off a car door or if I could rip off a door off a refrigerator, do you want to fight me on bare concrete? I'm just sick looking and I use a walker. But if I get close enough. But other than that, I'm a happy, nice little guy with no teeth. Okay? Check out Food Forest Permaculture. That's Howie's channel. Always good. He's doing day 2 of the SHTF outside. Michelle Mittens Prepper. She's in Michigan. You're going to have fun in Michigan. Groovy Pot Tart. That's Diane's channel. She's having problems with her brother. Medical problems. And we wish her luck and pray for her. And remember, a lot of people, if you don't like salads and you don't have teeth, you can always make a smoothie out of it. It's a lot easier. Okay, preparedness veteran. He lives in the UK. Harsh winter. People going nuts. 7 months of hell. And we have SD Mountain Man, like I mentioned before. Guns and Gadgets. It's Gerald channel. Matt Holbrook and Modern Refugee. Okay, when you teach people, first thing you do is you stockpile food. We already went through that. It's fairly simple. You stockpile food. You start with the basics, canned and dried. All right. Second thing is get a supply of water. All right. Not the little bottles. I keep telling them stop doing the little bottles. Okay. It's fairly simple and keep it off the ground. Ugh. I tell a lot of people, you're not at Uncle Alan's level yet, okay? I live in the desert and I know what I'm doing. You know, a lot of people, but I have a pond. And I look at them, I got a cattle tank. And I don't have to process the water out of that. So anyway, folks, I know it's running a little long, but I'm going to take a shower, relax, drink some more coffee, watch my favorite cooking show. All right, because I like English cooking. Because a lot of people don't eat. It's bland, I know, but I like to spice it up. Like, what is this? It's rutabagas and trotters. What the hell's a trotter? Pig's feet. More people should eat more pig's feet. They kind of get nervous because when I go to a butcher, I get a really good deal because nobody eats pig's feet. And it's raw and like, and a lot of people go, okay? Have a nice big plate of roasted pig's feet or a mutton shank. I eat a lot of weird stuff. Here's some kidneys. You know, here's a liver. Here's the stomach. And a lot of people go, all right, quit doing that, all right? Tomorrow is going to be the Russians' nuclear test drills that's going to screw up. Okay? I'm not worried. What 3 things kill the world? Plastics, pesticide overuse and misuse, and certain pollutants. And do not say anything about CO2 or methane. If we have an increase of methane, you have an ice age. People are stupid. You just have to stop listening to that pesto science. All right, I can't pronounce the word properly. No teeth. All right, folks, I'll catch you later. Be a good person. Check out Idaho Garden Girl. There's a mini dwarf varieties that she covered in our green stock. That's really good. You should check it out. And then what was the other one? Garden State Gardener, Pierogi Mondays today. And then check out Cap Patton's Family Compound. Like I said, I'm busy. This is the first of the month. After shower, I got to go do at least 3 grocery runs with elderly people. And I'll be packing. A lot of people say, why don't you carry nunchucks? Because Uncle Alan's mad as hell, and I'll be carrying, a collapsible stunner baton. It's a regular riot baton with a taser at the end. And my 357 and my Hideout 38. So when I'm transporting with the driver and people, go shopping and everything, this is disabled and elderly people, we go out and we go shop. What the hell are you doing? And I'll catch you later. You have a nice day, and I'll be seeing you. Bye now.